Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Or if this is your first time here, hey, welcome. So I just wanted to make a quick note of a few things that I need to remember in life. But I also know that a lot of you guys might be able to relate to it. So I thought, why not share it with you? Maybe we can all learn something together. It's like a journal entry, just me jotting this down so I won't forget it later. And if you find anything in here relatable, then please let me know down in the comments. So 1, don't let unhappy people control you. Now, what do I mean by this exactly? What I mean is that, I have a friend who is constantly sad and depressed. And no matter how many times you try to cheer them up or help them or be there for them, they still find a way to bring the mood down. When you're having a nice day and you're excited about something, they always have something negative to say that kills the mood. Or maybe when they feel ignored or left out of something, they resort to shaming or guilting other people into feeling bad for them. But at the end of the day, it's their unhappiness that's making them act like this. It's not you. I also have another friend who is super jealous of others. Like no matter what you do, no matter how much praise you get, they always have something negative to say about it. So for example, say you're going through a really difficult time in your life. You confide in them about it. They turn around and somehow make it seem like their problems are worse than yours, even though what you're going through is already hard enough as it is. We usually don't realize we're being controlled until it's too late. But it's true that those who are unhappy often lash out at those who are happy because they want to pull them down to their level. The reason why they do this is because they feel miserable themselves. So they think that if other people are miserable too, then at least they wouldn't feel so alone. So then they start controlling those happy people by trying to change the subject, or act rude or say hurtful things and stuff like that. But it's important to remember that it's not you. It's the unhappy person who needs help. Don't let their negativity consume you. 2, don't let the fear of being judged stop you from doing what you want to do. Yes, I know this is easier said than done. We all have different fears and insecurities, but honestly, the longer you hold on to them, the longer they will control you. That's why it's important to face your fears head on and try to overcome them bit by bit. For example, if you're scared of what others might think of you if you pursue a certain hobby, then try to remind yourself that it's okay to be different and unique. Just because others do and understand or share the same interests as you doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. They may even come to appreciate and respect you more for it. If you let your fear of being judged dictate your choices, then you will never be truly free. You will always be looking for validation from others and trying to please them. But once you realize that you only have one life, then you would want to make the most of it and do whatever you want to do while you can. Of course, this does not justify being reckless or selfish, but rather doing what you want to do in a respectful way. For example, say you really want to become an artist and draw whatever you want, but you're afraid of what others might think of your drawings. Then, instead of letting that fear hold you back, try to take small steps towards your goal, such as posting your art online or showing it to friends and family. Over time, you will gain confidence and experience that will help you grow as an artist. At the end of the day, your happiness should be the priority. If others can't support you, then maybe it's time to move on from them. Remember, it's not about being selfish or reckless, but rather living life to the fullest and pursuing your dreams despite the fear of failure or rejection. By facing your fears and taking action towards your goals, you can break free from the chains of societal expectations and live a life that is true to yourself. 3, don't rely on others to make you happy. Happiness is ultimately your own responsibility. Yes, I know it sounds cliché, but it's so true. You cannot expect someone else to fulfill all of your emotional needs, so don't put your happiness in someone else's hands. And when I was younger, I used to rely heavily on others to make me happy. For example, if I was sad, I would look for my mom or my friends to cheer me up. And although they tried their best, I realized that it's my own responsibility to process and deal with my emotions. Now, of course, this doesn't mean that you shouldn't reach out to others for support when you're struggling. In fact, it's very important to have a strong support system of friends and family that you can turn to when you need it. But ultimately, you are responsible for your own happiness. If you constantly rely on others to make you happy, then you're essentially putting your happiness in their hands, which is not a good idea because it's not fair to them and it's not realistic. Because even if they try their best, they're not mind readers. They can't possibly know what you're thinking all the time. So they may not be able to give you what you need when you need it. So instead, try to focus on building a strong sense of self-worth and independence. Learn how to process your emotions in a healthy way and take responsibility for your own actions. And also learn how to communicate your needs and boundaries to others. This will help you form healthier relationships and also make you a happier and more fulfilled person. Remember, you are ultimately responsible for your own happiness. Don't put that burden on someone else. And number 4, don't let the past dictate your future. Now, this is a big one. We all have made mistakes in the past. I know I have. Sometimes those mistakes can haunt us and make it difficult to move forward. But it's important to remember that your past does not define you, and it doesn't have to dictate your future. You see, dwelling on past mistakes will only cause you unnecessary stress and anxiety. Instead, focus on the present moment and take small steps towards creating the future you want. Now, of course, learning from your mistakes is important, but don't let that become an excuse to constantly dwell on the past. Instead, forgive yourself and move on. You make a mistake, acknowledge it, learn from it, and then let it go. You can also try talking to a therapist or counselor if you're struggling to let go of the past. They can help you process your feelings and develop healthy coping mechanisms. It's also important to remember that you're not alone. Everyone makes mistakes, so don't be afraid to reach out to others for help and support. Remember, your past does not define you. You are more than your mistakes. So don't let them hold you back from creating the future you want. So yeah, these are some things that I need to remember in life. I hope you found this video relatable and helpful. If you did, please let me know down in the comments and also share with a friend. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.